Guys, happy Monday. It is 9:30 and I am waiting for a phone call, so you may hear The Walking Dead at some point during this video. I hope anyway, because so yesterday, oh, I gotta fix this. Yesterday, honey got a phone call, and it was from the manager at his store. He's the second in command, and he works for a car repair place. So, well, I'm sure you guys have seen his shirt and where it says he's from and everything. But anyway, after the letter I got, I just don't want to say it. So anyway, he got this phone call and said the manager told him that there was a break-in at their shop the night before, so that would have been Saturday night. And you know, he told them what happened. They stole the shuttle for the, you know, they shuttle people where they need to go when their car needs to be there all day or whatever. Anyway, they caught the guy, they arrested the guy, and that's all taken care of. But there's a little issue with his manager. And the issue with the manager is that when the alarm goes off, they call the manager. Well, the manager told them not to respond to the alarm. He was like, oh no, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, that's a big no-no. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? No, bad. Yeah, honey's thinking there's going to be some real problems today at the shop. So we're hoping that, because this guy that is the manager at his shop is like, he is as worthless as it comes. Not only is the guy cheating on his wife, but I mean, it's just terrible. The guy drinks beer at work. He drinks beer at work. He has thrown firecrackers under the bathroom stalls when guys are using the bathroom. He has thrown firecrackers in the shop. Well, they're working on cars, guys. He's throwing firecrackers in the shop where they have cars on lifts. What a moron. Okay, I probably shouldn't say all this, but that's the reality. So anyway, we're hoping that there's going to be a new manager by the end of the day. So we shall see. Okay, you guys have been really cool about Dirty Dancing. I may wait till later today to do comments because I think there's going to be a lot of comments. So I absolutely have a new topic that I want to talk about. And I have a half a cup of tea because I drank all my tea earlier and I was like, I need another cup of tea for my chat. And I wanted to show you guys what kind of tea that I drink. This is it. And you can get this at Walmart. And I think if you have a King Soopers, they definitely have it at King Soopers. But I mean, it's a pretty popular tea, I think. So just check your local grocery store if you're interested. It's really good. And I use artificial sweetener. I buy the big bags of Splenda. And probably like a shot glass of milk. And voila. Okay. So right now, what I've been working on is out in the dining room. And it is a balloon banner. Custom order. But right now, this is the box that I'm working on, and I'm going to start measuring it and cutting the papers to decorate the box that a mini album is going to go in for Sweet Baby. So that's what I'm doing today. All right. So our new topic of conversation is going to be about the orbs that we're seeing coming out of my closet. And oh my God, whoever that was, tell me down in the description box down below. Whoever that was, I can't remember their name, said that when the craft room was in the dining room, that they saw a lot more orbs in the dining room. So what I want to talk to you about is, do you believe in ghosts? All right. So Honey and I really enjoy watching scary television. We really enjoy scary movies. And one of my Walking Dead guys that reviews The Walking Dead, he reviewed a new movie called It Comes at Night. And you know, you always think that those movies, those scary movies, that they're all going to be cheesy. And so we usually don't go to the movies to see them. We wait till they come on Netflix or whatever. But this time, he reviewed it and said it was amazing. So we're going to go see that. And also, we were watching My Haunted House all weekend. And it made me think of the Orbs. And also, Amy and I, you guys know Amy from the shop. She only works every 2 weeks, but she's worked for me for almost 7 years, and I love her like a daughter. Amy and I were talking about the Orbs, and she was telling me stories about her beliefs, and I thought, ooh, I want to know how you guys feel. So yeah, Amy and I we hadn't seen each other in 3 weeks. She had taken an extra weekend off, and she went to Canada to see her brother graduate from college, and but we had a great time. And I told her, I was like, ooh, you gave me some good vlog material. Thank you, Amy. And she laughed. She only watches every once in a while. Usually when we have a political chat, she'll watch. But anyway, it was great. Oh, I'm sorry, I got a text message and I'm reading it on the screen, and I'm gonna reply later. So like I told you before, Honey and I believe that the orbs in our house are our fathers. You know, that's how we feel about it. And the other night, I watched My Haunted House till about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm usually asleep before 10. So it was weird. I literally had to make myself turn the TV off so that I could fall asleep. Because as long as it was on, I was like glued, and my head was like involved in it. And after I turned it off, and I'm laying on the bed, and I lay really close to the edge of the bed. I don't know why, but I always am like right at the edge of the bed. And I started thinking scary stuff, like, what if a hand comes out? You know, I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Oh, what if somebody grabs my leg? I don't know. It was funny. And then I started thinking about the orbs. And so for, I don't know, a couple of minutes I was scared. And then I was like, why are you scared? But I do wholeheartedly believe there are paranormal things that go on in this world. And sometimes I feel unusual about that, because being of Christian values, I'm not sure if that I'm pretty sure it doesn't fall in line with Christian values, but there are so many things in this world that are unexplained and unexplainable, and that we're only going to know when we get upstairs, and who knows if we're even going to know then. It may not even be important. But I do have some questions, like, why are there termites and cockroaches? What is the purpose of that? So, anyway, that's a subject for a whole nother vlog. But my question to you is, do you believe? And to what extent do you believe? Do you like watching that kind of television? See, I think the reason why we like it is because we feel safe in our home. We feel like there's no scary stuff in this house, and we just feel really comfortable. But like, we have a haunted hotel up in Estes Park, and Honey wants to go spend the night there, and I'm like, oh, hell to the no. That is never happening. So yeah, that's our next topic of conversation. You know, I wasn't scared when my father died. Whoa, one of the other things we talked about, Amy and I, was she had talked to me about dreams and how when you sleep her mom had this dream, and she was on an airplane and she fell asleep on the airplane. She was only asleep for like 15 minutes. And she was like, so I know it wasn't a dream. It was a visit from the person. And I was like, what do you mean? You can't dream in 15 minutes? And she's like, no, you have to get into this so far into this REM sleep before you start dreaming and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So I told her about this. I've only dreamt about my father twice. He's been gone since 2000. So he's been gone 17 years. And I've only dreamt about him twice. And it was probably in the neighborhood of 4 or 5 years ago that I dreamt this. And the first time I dreamt, we were at a restaurant in Colorado Springs. And we had, like, the whole family had gone to this restaurant. And it was like an old-fashioned diner type of restaurant. We were all standing out in the parking lot. You know how the whole family goes, and then you just kind of stand out in the parking lot still talking before you get in your cars and you leave. And that was one dream. Then the other dream. All right. So my dad and I had a very close relationship. And my dad would always take me to the movies. And we both had a huge love of movies. We would go see, we went and saw all the Planet of the Apes movies. We went and saw all of the Sinbad the Sailor movies and Conan the Barbarian movies together. We even went to see Smokey and the Bandit, even though it was kind of racy. We did. I don't think either one of us expected it to be a little bit racy, but it wasn't. I mean, it just seemed racy to me because I was really young. So anyway, we had the love of movies together. So in the dream, we were in a really high theater with lots of seats. And I was like up towards the top in the middle, but there weren't that many people at the movie. Maybe like 25 or so people in the theater. So when he came out from the bottom and I could see him with the popcorn and the sodas, I'm like, Daddy, up here, Daddy. And he couldn't see me. And no matter what I did, he couldn't see me. He kept looking and looking, and he would walk up and he would look, but he couldn't see me. And what I told Amy was so weird for me about the dream was not that he couldn't see me, but that normally I will remember a dream for a couple of minutes after I wake up. Occasionally I'll remember it for a few hours or a day, but I don't remember any dreams for years and years and years. But I remember those two dreams like it was yesterday. And Amy says that means that was a visit, that person came to visit you. And that's how she explains that you remember it for so long, because it wasn't just a dream. And so I want to know your opinion on that. And I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to do some crafty stuff, and I'll be back later to read comments. So
it's Monday afternoon. I think Mondays are windy days because it seems like maybe it's just because I'm not here at home usually at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And honestly, this isn't even windy compared to what it was right before I turned the camera on. Why does that always happen? But yeah, there's my view. There's my view.
Hey guys, still Monday. It's 5:35. I'm still in my pajamas. I was thinking about something earlier, and sorry, my hair looks like super crap. I should just pull it back, but anyway. I just stayed home all day. I stayed home all weekend. I have not left. Well, did I? Yeah. I haven't left the house all weekend, Sunday or Monday. And normally I run my errands on Monday. I started saying, you know what? I am not doing that. I am running my errands either before work or after work so I can have 2 full days off and not have any running around to do. I gotta go water the plants. It's still super windy outside. It's like every time I point the camera at it, it slows down from being windy. Okay, anyway, let's do some questions and answers or comments, whatever you want to call it. Paula Hatton Vines, number 1. Rena, love the windows and the outside is spectacular. I marvel at your energy, yours and your husband. I get exhausted just hearing about all you have going on. The recent remodel of the salon, your home, your craft room, windows, and the outside. Wow, you are an amazing lady. Not sure how you do it. Oh, to be young again. Not young. Just lots of hair dye. It's funny because honey dyed his last night. I was like, honey, you're totally white. It's time to be young again. Okay, Maryville 55. I loved Gardens of the Galaxy 2, especially with Kurt Russell, and the movie was great. I saw the People magazine at the grocery store the other day. Now I'm going to get it. And yes, the TV movie was terrible. The Tu Wong Fu movie with Patrick Swayze, I loved it. Thanks again for another vlog. We agreed. All right, Rosa Kelly scrapbooking. Love the Little Mermaid outfit. Rihanna is so super cute. Beautiful craft room. I enjoyed your blog. This is actually the first time I tune in and looking forward to next week. Big hugs, Rena. I love your projects, Rosa. Wow, Rosa, thank you. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching. Susan Pruitt. I love the Branson scrapbook store. Scrapbooks Forever on 76. They have absolutely everything in that store. Isn't it funny that I've been there? I am also a Dirty Dancing fan. Love Patrick Swayze. Some of my favorite movies are Dirty Dancing, Gone with the Wind, The Wizard of Oz, Titanic, and Meet Me in St. Louis. The Wizard of Oz is on top. Oh, and Grease. Your window is awesome. Rihanna looks so cute in her dress and mermaid outfit. Love the vlog. Look forward to Sunday night to get to watch again. You're a very inspiring person. Thank you and have a great week. Hugs, Susan. Susan. Lori Marcucci. I saw Dirty Dancing and I consider it a favorite. I also love Patrick Swayze in Ghost. The remake just wasn't the same. Definitely not without Patrick. And, you know, Jennifer Grey either. I mean, she's awesome. Honestly, guys, I was watching some of your comments throughout the day, and I started watching Dirty Dancing videos and interviews with Patrick and interviews with Jennifer. And I used to be a big Dancing with the Stars watcher, and I kind of got away from it, but I didn't realize Jennifer Grey won. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, Patrick must be, well, Patrick Swayze was not a Christian. I believe he was a Buddhist. So I guess I can't really say from my faith that he's looking down on her, but you know what I mean. Okay, Mildred. The craft room looks great with the windows. I loved Rihanna's mermaid outfit and how lovely she reacted when she found out it could go in the water. So sweet. Hugs, Mildred. That was pretty cute. AE. Where is the ring you used to wear with the purple or blue stone? It was purple. I could never tell if it was purple or blue on camera. Just a random question because I was watching an old haul video and was reminded that I hadn't seen it in a while. It's really pretty and bohemian looking. Is there a special story behind it? AE, you watch very closely. Who would notice that? And the real funny part was when I read your comment earlier today, I was like, where is that ring? What happened to that ring? I loved that ring. And I went to my jewelry box and found out what happened to that ring. This is what happened to that ring. And I bought it at a real jewelry store. So I need to take it back and get it
get it fixed. Or, what do you guys think? Should I just E6000 it? I don't know. I don't want to lose a stone because it's a real amethyst. So, anyway, that's too funny. Okay, let me be me. This one's really good, guys. Listen to this. Oh my, Patrick Swayze. This was my movie and still is. You brought me back to one particular evening when me, a cousin, and sister were watching it over and over. Then my cousin got the idea to act it out. So we did. I was Patrick and she was Baby and sister was the audience. Well, anywho, we got to the part where I had to lift her, and my cousin, being a big girl, I was like, how are we going to do this? She was like, it's fine. I got an idea. Just keep acting. So when the lift was up, she just laid face down on the floor, spread eagle, and said, we got it. Oh my God. It was so funny. To this point, we all had to laugh about it. LOL. Ah, the memories. Love him forever, and his song was great. Ah, Patrick Swayze. Yeah. It was kind of sad to me when he passed away, because, you know, when Christians pass away, you know, I always feel like they've gone to be with the Lord, and it's all good. And when they're not Christian, you know, I mourn for their soul, and not just, you know, their bodies here on earth. Rosa Maria Panigua DeBerry. Oh my goodness, girlfriend, that's a tough one. She says, love your new windows. Sarah Masterodes. All right, Sarah. That's a hard one too. Hi, Rena. Oh my, Dirty Dancing is still the greatest movie. My daughter is still watching it at least once a month. We just tonight talked about a TV series or 2-part movie of it with the other characters, and she says they spoiled it. I haven't seen it. Loved your craft room. Rihanna's a gorgeous little girl. Love watching your vlogs. My special time to watch is Monday nights when I just want it not to stop. Maybe you should make part 1 and part 2. Love, Sarah. You know, like I said, sometimes I get really chatty, and, well, if I go over an hour, I'll have to make it 2 parts. All right. Those are the comments for right now. Don't forget, our new topic of conversation is ghosts, paranormal, dreams, all that kind of cool stuff. So I'll probably talk to you about it some more. It's just Monday, so I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, it's Tuesday night. Yeah, it's night. Look, I've been reading the magazine, and I'm watching YouTube videos of interviews and videos of just dancing from the movie, and you know, I found myself actually shedding some tears over some of the things that were talked about. And I just want you guys to know how awesome it was to talk to you guys about this movie and how much it touched all of our lives. And I know this was last week's topic, but boy, I didn't realize how much this movie really meant to me until I really started reading this and watching videos and watching interviews with Patrick, and, you know, older ones with Patrick, and of course current ones with Jennifer. And I just got really emotional, and going to really cherish this. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, it's Wednesday morning and I'm getting ready to head out soon. It's almost 10 and I have a couple stops to make. But I wanted to show you what I was up to this morning. I used my new Prima mold. The column is not a Prima. It's a generic mold, but the rest of them are all my Prima molds. And I want to show you what I used. Because I used it all up. I used this entire Creative paper clay. It's the one with the horse head on it. Creative paper clay. And I had a couple pieces that wouldn't come out well. This is one of them, and there's like it broke. But I'm going to go ahead and leave these pieces because, you know, I might be able to use them for something else. Oh, this one broke too. But again, I'm going to keep those pieces. But all of these came out fantastic. And I think it's just a matter of me learning how to go about doing it. I think I was supposed to put something in the mold first, like powder to help them release. But anyway, I'm learning. I've got some more up here. These smaller ones are really not wanting to come out well. So I'm going to leave them overnight. See what happens. But yeah, that's it for Wednesday morning. Guys, it's Friday. I mentioned in last week's vlog that a dog had injured me, and I am suffering to tell you. After 1 week of being in pain, I was like, okay, rest isn't going to make this go away. And I went to urgent care and had x-rays. When the doctor, you know, like palpated my ribs, I'm sure they heard me in the lobby. And she was just like, wow, you're obviously in a lot of pain. And she wrote me a prescription to go get a CAT scan. So, and she prescribed me some muscle relaxers and told me to take the muscle relaxers until they were out, which is a week's worth. And then to, if I don't feel better, then to go get the CAT scan. It's very strange. The pain. So we'll see. Fortunately, I'm comfortable to craft. It's uncomfortable to work at the shop, but I still have to do that. My girls are being real sweet and lifting all the dogs for me. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Now, I want to talk about this shooting incident, and what I want to say about it is that regardless of what the shooter said, asking if those were Republicans or Democrats, and it was clear that he wanted to shoot Republicans, I don't hold the Democrat Party responsible for that at all. You know, we're not all, you know, if somebody else is a Christian and they do something bad, that doesn't make me as a Christian a bad person. And I've always felt that way. You know, there's bad white people, there's bad black people, there's bad Asian people. You know, you can't justify condemning one group of people based on the actions of 1 or 10 or 100 even. So I just wanted to come out and say that my personal feeling on the matter is that it's the fault of the the press. You know, it's their fault for, you know, the rhetoric that creates the animosity in people. I just really feel that way. That if they would just dial it down, we'd be in a better place. We'd all be in a better place. They just, you know, they give false reporting, they give, you know, inaccurate reporting, and, you know, this whole beheading and the murder play and all of this stuff, it's just wrong. And somebody brought to my attention, I think it was Amy that works for me, that there was a lot of stuff when Obama was in, like hanging him and this and that. And those were just random people, normal people. They weren't people on a platform. They weren't, you know, they were just stupid, random people within the country. These people that are doing this stuff are D-list stars and, you know, and up. I mean, for heaven's sakes, Madonna said she wanted to blow up the White House. Ashley Judd is a nasty, nasty woman. And, you know, those are A-list stars. Rosie O'Donnell is definitely an F-list star, but she said a lot. And, you know, of course, the whole show on The View, they're constantly. So I think all of that, plus the press, are just making it so people can't get over it. If they could get over it, the press and the actors and the people that are promoting all this hate could get over it, maybe the rest of the world could get over it. Anyway, I'm very disgusted, and that is what I had to say about that this week. Now, let's talk about Jeff Sessions for a second. I watched that with bated breath, and I loved how he expressed himself. I loved how he was firm, he did not back down, and he was angry about the questioning of his integrity as a patriot. So, very proud of Jeff Sessions. And I believe him, and I believe that all of this is a waste of time, a waste of money, and I will tell you right now, if it turns out that I am wrong, I will be very, very disheartened, and I will publicly admit I was wrong. But until then, until there's proof, I stand behind my president, Donald J. Trump. Have a great Friday. Guys, meet Daisy. Say hi, Daisy. Daisy. She's kind of a brat, but she's a very cute brat. Here's Tucker, and his mom likes a funky pom-pom on his head. Let's see your pom-pom. Oh, there's your pom-pom. Say hi. I think he's cute. And the fact that there had been no investigation of the president. Watching live news special report. President Trump gives press conference since Comey testified. Check out this funky. She likes the Abraham Lincoln. It looks like Abraham Lincoln, doesn't it? And he gets these funky looking little pom-poms. And his name is Joey. Joey! 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 Here's a little Maltese. And this is what they want her to look like. So we're gonna shoot for that. Here she is. How cute is she? All these years, been rocking $1,200. You said that you gave her another. Hey people, Sunday afternoon, 5:20. This is what I'm working on. Ugh, well, I can't get this open. There we go. There's a mini album in there. It's huge. Look outside. It's beautiful. And I got a mess over here. This is that room I was telling you guys about, the hot room or the mud room or whatever. Well, this is where all those big windows are in front of the house. And honey, since we don't need that heat, we don't want that heat, honey's insulating them and covering them with wood. So, yeah, happy Father's Day to him. That's what he wanted to do. Now, I've been cooking and baking and crafting, and let's go see what, oh, and laundrying. Let's go see what Blake's been doing. He's been getting the pool ready. We weren't even going to do that this year, and he just volunteered. Oh, I thought there was one more step. Wow. That is a very small amount of leaves you still have to get out.
Oh, a handful. You should have seen what it was covered. You couldn't see the bottom.
How'd you get him out, Blake?
That thingy and then pump.
Did you just fling him over the fence? Huh? I know. I fling stuff over the back fence.
I'm seriously thinking about a good old-fashioned dive.
You might hurt yourself at this point. You should do it. It's...
Happy Father's Day. Here's a severed spine.
Oh. It looks kind of yucky in there. Time to drain it and clean it. Look at how it looks over. It looks like Jurassic Park over here. Can you see the lake? It is like Jurassic Park, I tell you. There's our back patio. There's the solar panels that we don't use anymore. And the dish thingy we don't use anymore. Okay, once again, these are where all those windows are at out front. Let's go see what it looks like outside.
Everybody thought our windows were bulletproof.
Who did?
Whenever Dad and I first moved in, this was one of the first things you guys did. Whenever I went to school, I got questions like, was our house bulletproof and stuff like that. I was like in the 7th grade though.
Now we just need to... I guess I could reach that high. I could clean them. You're right. Can't tell from out here.